Welcome to Mike's Literary Minute, where books can be listened to and enjoyed. My name is Michael. I've been listening to audiobooks since the mid-'80s, and I would have put more videos out so far this year, but I've been helping a lot of people move, and honestly, I haven't really had the time. So we're making time. We are making time this evening, and one of the many books that I have listened to so far this year is The Spy Coast by Tess Gerritsen, as read by Hillary Huber and Brittany Pressley. Now, this is the first book in the Martini Club series, and this was one of those books. It was a 2-for-1 credit sale at Audible. You know how I love those 2-for-1 credit sales, and I love Tess Gerritsen's work. She tells a very, 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 very good story. If you've never read any of her work or listened to any of her work, I would highly recommend her. Tess Gerritsen is also the person who wrote the characters Rizzoli and Isles, which later became a television show starring, it was Bruce McGill, Sasha Alexander, and no, I can't remember who did Jane Rizzoli. Oh, well, is what it is. Look it up. Excellent television show. Books are much better, though. The whole premise of this book is there are a bunch of retired CIA operatives that live in a little town in Maine, and they get dragged into an old case, a case that they thought was closed, but apparently it wasn't as closed as they thought it was, because they get dragged into kind of continuing the case because dead bodies start piling up in front of one of their houses. And once again, Tess Gerritsen, phenomenal job. I honestly love her work. What I liked about the book is when they go into the flashback, they switch narrators, so you know you're in the flashback. Then they come to the present, then the flashback, then the present, and it's a very good balance. The backstory from the flashbacks set up what's happening in the present, and it makes for a real good read. It makes for a very interesting read. This was one of those ones, it was hard to put down. I mean, collegiate scale on this one, 3.5. Without even thinking, 3.5 on that one, which is actually a pretty solid A. Or B in this case. If you're on a 3.5 scale, it's or on a 4-point scale, it's basically a B and a B+. Still a good book. I loved it. I really did. I can't wait to get to the second one in the series. As far as what didn't I like about the book, not very bloody much. I mean, it catches you from the beginning, and you're drug into the book, and you're surrounded by two really good narrators with a really good story. It's just a good book. I highly recommend this one. This one is on the Mikey Actually Recommends Books list. Have you ever heard of it? As I said, I didn't hear of this series. I picked it up on a 2-for-1 Audible credit deal, and I love those deals because you never know what you're going to get. Hopefully you get out of 2 books, you get at least one that's good. In this case, one that was good. I haven't listened to the other one that I bought. I'm still going through the backlog of books, and I'm down to a dozen, which is great because I've already got 3 on pre-purchase that'll be hitting by the time I get done with the 12 in my queue. The 3 pre-purchases will be there, and I'll be doing reviews on those as well. Have you ever read any of Tess Gerritsen's work? Have you ever listened to it? You know, like, share, subscribe, comment. I do pretty good at responding to all comments. Let me know what you think. As I said, this one, 2 thumbs up. 3.5 all day long. The story's good. The narration's good. I really couldn't find a bad thing about the book. For me, it was very entertaining. It reached out and grabbed me, drug me into the story. That's all I can really ask for when you're sitting there stuck in traffic in San Antonio while you're driving moving vans and your own personal vehicle and Escalades loaded down with other people's belongings. You got to do what you got to do, and believe me, radio stations in San Antonio suck, so I do everything in my power not to listen to them. Hence, my love for audiobooks and my little music collection that I have on my phone. But honestly, anybody who's ever gotten into the car with me will say that he listens to audiobooks almost exclusively. Yeah, that's the man. What are your thoughts? Have you heard of the book? Have you read the book? Have you listened to the book? As I said earlier, like, share, comment, subscribe, do what you're going to do, and we'll catch you on the next one.